Welcome into New York Giants Now by Chat Sports. I'm your host, Marshall Green, and we are close to New York Giants football after a bye week. I hated it. I hate not being able to watch my New York football Giants on Sunday. But like the video if you want the G-Men to beat the Bucks on Monday Night Football. Last time we did this, we beat the Las Vegas Raiders. So you don't want to wake up on Tuesday morning if the Giants lost to the Bucks and be like, damn. If I just would have liked that stupid guy's YouTube video, the Giants might have won. So go down and like the video right now if you want the Giants to beat the Bucks. Giants fans, welcome into New York Giants Now. I'm your host, Marshall Green, and we have a jam-packed show for you guys today. We're going to look at the Giants' updated salary cap numbers and 3 potential free agents they can sign. We will look at the playoff picture as the Giants are just 2 games out of the wild card spot, and we will take a look at the updated NFL draft order and where the Giants stand in the first round with the 2 first-round picks they have, one coming from the Chicago Bears. And we're also going to talk about 3 free agents they can sign. And before you get in the comments and, oh, but Marshall, we have no cap space. We can't sign any of these guys. Calm down. I went and did some research. I looked at the 2 most reputable salary cap websites, being Over the Cap and Spotrac. These are 2 of the most notable and most accurate websites out there. And Over the Cap, they have the Giants at $3.8 million in cap space, while Spotrac has the Giants at $4.7 million in cap space. What does this mean? The Giants, they have enough cap space to go out and sign someone if they so please to do so. If the Giants want to go out a playmaker, they can do so. And in today's video, we look at 3 guys I think the Giants have a chance of signing, and the first one being a former New York Giant. Everybody knows him, Olivier Vernon, the edge rusher, who is coming off an Achilles injury this past January, but last year in the NFL with the Cleveland Browns, in just 14 games, he was one of the best defensive ends in the NFL. He's just 31 years old, but 36 tackles, 13 tackles for loss, 9 sacks, and 16 QB hits in 14 games. He spent 3 years with the New York Giants, and the thing I always liked about Olivier Vernon, I was always upset that his sack numbers weren't always what they should be, but he is one of the best edge players in the NFL at defending the run, and that's what I like most about his game. Not only can he get after the passer, but he's also great in stopping the run. If he's healthy and if he's back from that Achilles injury and wants to play football again, Dave Gettleman should be calling him, because when the playoffs come around, you can never have too many pass rushers. And the Giants, they haven't been that great at rushing the passer this year. That's fair to say. But what say you? Do the Giants need to sign anyone in free agency? If you want them to, go down and type your S for sign. Or if you want them to stand pat with the guys they have and let the young guys get the reps, go down in the comments and type P for pass. This next player on the list, Jalen Smith, the former Dallas Cowboy linebacker, and most notably, or most formally, the Green Bay Packers linebacker. When the Dallas Cowboys released Jalen Smith, there was rumors that came out that the Giants, they were in on Jalen Smith. Whether it was because of the ties of the offensive coordinator, Jason Garrett, who was Jalen Smith's head coach in Dallas, whatever it may be, there were legit rumors from legit sources that the Giants were interested in Jalen Smith. When you look at his stats in the 2020 season, that tackle number, it bounces off the screen. 154 tackles, 5 tackles for loss, 1.5 sacks, and 5 pass breakups. Jalen Smith, it's a weird conception about him. Some people say he's really good. Some people say he's really bad. Our Dallas Cowboys host, Tom Downey, not a big fan of him. But one thing I like about him, he's able to get after the passer when it comes to being put in position to do so. He has 9 career sacks, and he is also a great run stuffer. You're not going to get much out of him in pass coverage, but Tay Crowder, according to PFF, is the worst rated linebacker in the NFL. I like Tay Crowder. He has a cool story, former Mr. Irrelevant, but the Giants, they need to win football games now, and I think Jalen Smith can add some strength to that linebacker group. And if he wants to come be a New York football Giant and wants to take the veterans minimum, I don't see why you don't give him a call. But it's time for you guys to help me out. We need to gain ground on the Cleveland Browns Report, our Browns channel here at Chat Sports. They have 3.3 thousand subs, and New York Giants Now, we have 2.6 thousand subs. The Browns Report, they were released and they launched a couple months before us, but I'm trying to catch them. Their host, Matthew Peterson, he's my guy, but we're coming for you, Petey, so don't be scared, all right? But seriously, guys, if you want Giants videos on the latest news, rumors, free agency targets, playoff picture, and NFL draft videos, daily once the NFL season ends, this is your one-stop shop. So go down and hit that big red button right now. The third player on this list, a familiar face once again, Alfred Morris. He spent time with the Giants last year, and I'm going to be honest with you guys, I am tired of seeing Elijah Penny run the football. Devontae Booker, he also suffered a hip injury against the Raiders before the bye week, and that's an injury that you never really want to mess with as a running back. If Devontae Booker is going to be hurt, you may need someone to come and play immediately. Saquon Barkley, he's rumored that he will be able to play this week, but I don't want to rush him back. Last year, Alfred Morris with the New York Giants, he had some really big games. The numbers, they don't pop off the screen. 55 carries, almost 240 yards, 4.3 yards a tote. That lone touchdown. He also did have a receiving touchdown, so it's 2 total touchdowns on the year. But Alfred Morris is a guy that knows the Jason Garrett system. So he can come in and be a plug-and-play type of player. Of the 3 guys, I think this might be the most likely candidate for the Giants to sign. But if you want to predict the future of the New York Giants, you can do so with our proud sportsbook partner, BetUS. Head to chatsports.com/bet and use the promo code CHAT125 to get a 125% deposit bonus when you sign up and make a deposit. And what does that mean? Marshall, I'm not good at math. I'm not good at math either. That's why I talk New York Giants football. If you go down and deposit $100, you will get a $125 deposit and $125 extra in your account, so you will have $225 to bet with. And if you're saying, Marshall, this offer doesn't sound good enough, I got something for you even better. Maybe you want a New York Football Giants jersey, maybe a white Daniel Jones, or a blue Saquon Barkley, or a blue Kadarius Toney. Chugs, get the steps up on screen because I know the people want these jerseys and they want a free 125% deposit bonus. And you're wondering, what do I got to do to get this jersey, Marshall? These are the steps on screen. Screenshot them. Keep them in your photo album so you cannot miss any steps. Step number 1, go to chatsports.com/bet, use the promo code CHAT125, and sign up and deposit at least $100. So you will have $225 in your account. But if you email us, jersey@chatsports.com, after you complete all of these steps, you can get a free Daniel Jones, Saquon Barkley, or Kadarius Toney jersey. I know you want that, so go and do it. Follow these steps and get yourself a brand new Giants jersey. We're going to take a look one more time at my New York Giants targets. And look, Olivier Vernon coming off a brutal Achilles injury. Going to be tough, but it was in January. It's been, 11 months since then? He had 10 sacks last year, a big-time player. Jalen Smith, a tackling machine, and Alfred Morris, he has familiarity in the Giants offense. These guys are my targets, but who are yours? Who do you want the Giants to sign, if you want them to sign anybody? I know some people say, hey, let's play the guys we have and let's build from within, but sound off in the comments and let me know. Who do you want the Giants to sign? The New York Giants, they are 3-6 on the 2021 NFL season, but they are not out of the NFC playoff picture just yet. They are just 2 wins away from the 7th seed being the Carolina Panthers. It's crazy to say, and if you don't jump off sides versus the Washington football team, and if you don't jump off sides versus the Kansas City Chiefs when Patrick Mahomes threw that interception late in the 4th quarter, there you would be right in the thick of things. But the season's not over, and the Giants, they have I have the notes right here, the 9th easiest remaining schedule in the NFL. I have the Giants winning 6 of their last 8 games. Wow, I know it's crazy, but go and look up their schedule. It is really, really easy. And one more thing about the record, it matters because that is where you're going to pick in the NFL draft. And it's crazy to say it, but the Giants, just being 2 games out of the NFC playoff picture, are slated to pick 6th overall in the 2022 NFL draft. Also, slated to pick 8th overall, which is the Chicago Bears pick that they acquired in trading down in the 2021 NFL draft, where the Giants eventually selected Kadarius Toney. If you're ever on Sundays and the Giants aren't playing, or their game already passed, or they play on Monday Night Football like they do this week, and you don't know what to do on Sundays, root against the Chicago Bears at all costs. This is the remaining schedule. It's the 17th easiest schedule, or the 17th hardest, schedule left in the NFL. No cakewalks. Week 11 versus the Ravens, that's always tough against Lamar Jackson. The Lions, they didn't win a game, but they tied last week, and they are getting better every single week. Never an easy win when you play the Detroit Lions. The Arizona Cardinals, excuse me, Kyler Murray, he's expected to be back then. Week 14, always tough against Aaron Rodgers. That's always tough. Week 15, against Captain Kirk and the Minnesota Vikings. Week 16, Russell Wilson is back, and he will continue to get better. He was rusty last week, but I expect by week 16, he will be back to form. Then you play that tough football team that wears blue in New York, the New York Football Giants. That's going to be an L for the Chicago Bears. And then you play the Vikings once again. Not an easy remaining schedule for the Bears. So when you're rooting for the Giants, remember, you also need to root against the Chicago Bears. And if you want to hit me up on Twitter, do so. I'd really appreciate it. At @MarshallGreen_. I'm trying to get more Giants followers on my Twitter account. I'm tweeting about the Giants all day long. So if you want more of me on your Twitter timeline, go and hit me up at @MarshallGreen_.